Hello guys and gals, how's it going? So today we're going to talk about a big topic, Super Smash Brothers 4, which is coming out for the Nintendo Wii U and 3DS by the end of the year, hopefully. So, let's talk. I've been trying to do this video for a while now. Like some other videos I've done, things happen, like character reveals. And fortunately, my list changes, then I get busy, same old shit you always hear. Any case, so I got a sketchbook, and I got colored pencils for the holidays. I decided to draw as many characters as I can that I wanted in this game in the span of 2 hours. I barely used my colored pencils, and I used an ink pen, so a lot of these drawings range from okay to like absolute disgusting shit, hands missing, stubs. It's just ridiculous. So this is gonna be a funny video and also a cool video because we're gonna talk about Smash Brothers. Now, I hope you like long videos because I'm planning on making this one kind of long. I want everybody to kick it and we're gonna just discuss this stuff. I also don't expect all these characters to get in. I'll be happy if a couple of them do. I'll also be happy if we hit 40 characters or a little over. So I'm very humble. I don't care. I'm just happy that Smash Brothers exists, and this one in particular looks amazing. I'm so hyped. So, here are my characters, and prepare for some of the worst shit you'll ever see in your life. First drawings are okay. So, first up is a character from the Metroid series, Ridley. Now, before you go, oh, he's too big, oh, he's got no personality, oh my god, typical internet, mob mentality here. Let's stop and pause for a second, okay? First off, poor Samus has been by herself for a long time. Zero Suit Samus, I'm sorry, I don't think that many people really give a shit about her, considering other realms, blah, blah, blah. Considering that game was blah. I think that it's time for them to step it up over at the Smash Brothers team and finally add Ridley to this game. Now, the fact that people will come at it and say he has no personality is just unfair. First off, he's a badass space pterodactyl dragon monster thing who killed Samus's parents and has pretty much come on back in every game. Same thing with Mother Brain. I mean, this is like Samus's main arch nemesis, This is an iconic looking, creature. This is really badass. I would love to see how they could work it. And that scale doesn't matter because Bowser's been changed, Ganondorf, everybody's been changed. Olimar is like the size of a quarter. Sakurai just recently said in a picture that scale doesn't even matter in Smash. Now, whether or not this guy is going to be a stage hazard for the other M stage is yet to be seen, but I am crossing my fingers that this is a reality. And he'll definitely be a redesign if he gets in. I would love to see a move a la Firebrand from Marvel vs. Capcom 3 where he swoops in and grabs you by his feet and tosses you or something. He could probably shoot some flames. A lot of cool stuff could come out of this character. I really want to see a badass monster like Ridley show up. So, yeah, Ridley, please get in. Oh, man. This one actually came out really good. I'm happy with myself on this one. Even though, again, they're all half-assed. King K. Rool from the Donkey Kong Country series. I think King K. Rool is another long overdue character for Smash Brothers. The problem is that he's not really being used that much. You could debate it though because he was in Super Mario Sluggers and he was in the DK Barrel Blast games on the Wii and he was in that DS game, the Jungle Climber, so there's a lot of debate there, but he really hasn't been seen in the new Donkey Kong games. As far as I know, and I think he so deserves it. He's got so many personalities. He's iconic as hell too. He could be like a really good heavy character. Throws his crown, shoots a blunderbuss, stuff like that. I think he would just be absolutely badass to have, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people want him in. I don't know if I should mention this, but I forgot to draw Dixie Kong, so she gets a shout out. I have a feeling she'll get in. Whether she's with Diddy or not, it doesn't matter to me, so as long as she's in, I think she'll be awesome. So yeah, honorable mentions to Diddy. Okay, this one's terrible. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is where it gets bad, folks. It's like, we're gonna just perpetually go down like the hill here. So this is Crystal from Star Fox. Now, I have a very bold opinion on this whole thing, okay? I've always been a big Falco fan. I've always liked Falco. But I always feel like Smash Brothers kind of ruined it for me a little bit. Like, I don't really need to play as him anymore. I get that he's hype at tournaments and stuff, but I always feel like he needs to be taken out for Crystal so we can have Star Fox, Wolf, and Crystal. And I know you're like, oh my god, why would you keep Wolf? Wolf is like, in my opinion, so much more badass. He's a villain. He's iconic too. He's got a very interesting moveset where he like lounges himself a lot. I like him a lot. I don't know. So for me, I would like to see those three. Crystal is something I want to see because she uses magic and the staff, so you can have a zoning character. You could probably throw Tricky in there. I know there's been a lot of controversy with her and her evil half and all this bullshit, but I just think it'd be really cool to see her. And more females are always a good thing, and it seems like Sakurai is on that path this time. So yeah, I really want to see Crystal, and yeah. Oh god. Up next, I forgot to draw his arm. I forgot to draw his fucking arm. Okay, I'm just gonna show it. And also the sword is really tiny. I'm so sorry. Chrom for Fire Emblem Awakening. Look at this. He's missing a fucking arm. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Listen, okay, so we gotta talk about this. You know, the problem is that Chrom is a lord, Marth's a lord, Marth's in the game. Chrom hasn't been announced yet. I think they're gonna, if they put him in, they'll pull a Roy and make him the heavier hitting of the bunch. If you get Marth in the Awakening games, for me, what I noticed is Marth is much quicker anyway, so you could always make him like that, you know, heavy hitting, some different moves. He doesn't necessarily have to be a clone. Like, people have this idea that because they're the same class, they're gonna do the same shit, but I don't think that's the case at all. I think there's gonna be some different stuff if they throw him in. I really wanted to see Luciana. But I don't know what the hell's going on with that. So whether she's a costume for Marth or an assist trophy, whatever, I hope she gets in somehow too. But I didn't draw her, so she gets a shout out as well. So yeah, I really want to see Chrom, hopefully with an arm intact as well. I don't even know if Ike's coming back, but who knows? You know, I would never say never, I guess. I don't really need Ike personally, but if he's back, I won't be mad about it. And I know there's a lot of Ike fans out there. Okay, up next is a villain from the Yoshi series, Kamek. Again, I want to see zoning, some long-range caster characters. Kamek I've always loved like him as the Yoshi villain. I think that would be cool as another Yoshi Yoshi Yep. And he could cast spells, maybe he could turn people into things, maybe he could fly around on a broom. I don't know what he'll do, but I think that Kamek in theory would work really well in Smash Brothers. And you could hear that like laugh he does and all that crap. So yeah, I want to see Kamek. And is he the villain of the new game on the 3DS? Because I don't actually know. That would make it even more like logical. Okay, this one actually came out pretty good. This one I feel like could work too, and that is Chibi Robo. Chibi Robo's got something of a cult following going on. He's got a couple of games out on different handhelds, and I believe one on GameCube. It's not that I believe it. I don't know why I said that. And he vacuums and he does tasks for people and he cleans and. He's got to charge himself up with the plug. So maybe there could be like a high risk, high reward thing. Like the more power he has, the stronger he hits or crits or whatever. And the less power, you know, he's got to charge. He can hit people with his plug. He can vacuum. He can dust attack. There's a lot of things he could do with Chibi Robo. And I think it'd be a nice little character again to add in. You know, finally give a nod to Chibi Robo. Or at the very least put him in as an assist trophy. So, yeah, Chibi Robo. Now this one I think is important because... this would be a really nice defining thing for the 3DS, and that is an eShop rep. I really want to see an eShop rep. One in particular that stands out to me the most is Dylan, for Dylan's Rolling Western. Now, I know what you're thinking right now, so let's just get it out of the way. Also, the story didn't come out that bad. Let's get this out of the way. Oh, it's Sonic the Hedgehog. It's not Sonic the Hedgehog. First off, Dylan ain't faster than the speed of light. He's in a strategy game. He rolls into a ball, but the difference between him and Sonic is that Sonic just stays in the ball and hits, where Dylan pops out and claws your face off. Dylan's got shell combos, claw combos, a lot of different stuff going on, and he's got to build turrets and fight these rock beasts known as Groks. I haven't personally played the second one, but I heard that there's bounty hunters in it. They're pretty tough, but I think it could work on a Wii U actually too, just saying. But I really think that he would be amazing. He'd be a good combo character, he wouldn't be a clone, and I would applaud them greatly if they put down turret guns. He could put down turret guns on the field and just snipe people while he's wrecking people's faces. So I really think Dylan's important. Plus he's a badass Western armadillo. Come on people, this shit writes itself. Now I got 3 retro reps. This one I heard about several years ago when Brawl was coming out and whatever. It's a game that never came out here in America. However, Nintendo Land changed all that when they made a game based off this character, which is Takamaru, the samurai from this one game where you get invaded in feudal era Japan by aliens, and you got to go into these, I guess, like mansions or castles and save. It seems like royalty, like princesses and stuff, and you play as a samurai Takamaru, and you fight with your sword, obviously, and shurikens and magic spells. So he could cast like lightning on his blade or something. I think he'd be really cool. I think he's gonna get in. He seems like he'd be a shoe-in pick considering Nintendo Land said his name, which blew my mind. And I think a lot of people, you know, well, who doesn't like a cool samurai? I think that's neat. I mean, if you think about it logically, we have a lot of fantasy, medieval style characters, at least, you know, as far as the sword guys go. But you don't have a samurai, and that's a completely different fighting style altogether with the sword. So I think that'd be really cool. You know, I think I'd play the shit out of him if he gets in. Now this one I personally want to see. I don't know too much about him, but I get a very big Mad Max vibe. He's from the NES days. I've heard about him for a long time now, even before Smash, and that is Mach Rider. Now, Mach Rider is known for a big ass gun and a motorcycle, which I'm so sorry. Again, these drawings are terrible. This is like a flattened car. I don't know what the hell that is. And he looks like a VR trooper or something, like a Power Ranger. And he drives around. He hunts. He's a vigilante and he hunts like bad guys. I've seen a drawing of him where he's got a chain, like a chain ball thing. I don't know what it is. But if that's in his game and they could adapt that into a moveset, that'd be great. But he would be great, man. A motorcycle, since they already gave it to Wario, he's got his gun, he just does cool shit, maybe talks all badass, says some cheesy lines, who knows. It'd be a cool retro pick. I apologize for this one, too, because I've drawn Pokemon my whole life, and this is literally the worst drawing I've ever drawn of any Pokemon ever. I'm not kidding. This is like me, I don't know, just like a little guy. Mewtwo, his feet are bigger than his whole like torso, like upper body. I'm so sorry. With Mewtwo being a big prominent thing of Pokemon X and Y with the Mega Forms, I think it's a no-brainer why he's one of the most demanded characters to come back. With all due respect to Lucario and his fan base, I don't give a shit about Lucario. I'm Lucario'd out, and to me, it was never special. This. Very special. What has he been in? 4 or 5 movies, some episodes of Pokemon, was a villain at one point, super powerful, super cool. What's not to like about frickin' Mewtwo? So with the X and Y forms, it'd be perfect for him to come back, punch Lucario in the face, wreck some people. Since the engine is like Melee and Brawl mixed, he's not going to be slow like he was in Melee. Not to say he was bad, because I know people that were great with him, but he'll definitely be faster, and maybe they can give him some new moves. So yeah, Mewtwo, please, please, please bring Mewtwo back. I'm so sorry for these shitty drawings. Okay, so this one I was like, you know, there's got to be some characters that if they added them in, would people really be mad or would they be hype about it? Because it would come out of nowhere. And this one, I think, would be a good choice. I don't know how she would play. All I know is that they could totally give her her own moveset for this game. And that is Captain Syrup. I am a big fan of Wario Land, not to a point where I own all the games, but I've always liked them. Captain Syrup, I always found her really cool, that she was a pirate and she was a bad guy getting in the way of Wario, and she was greedy too in some ways. So why not give her like a pirate moveset, you know, the pirate sword, maybe she's got a cannon or a minion or something. They could do something unique with her. I don't think anybody would see her coming, but how many people would argue her, considering she's a main character of the Wario Land series? WarioWare seemed to have gotten more attention than Wario Land did in the last Smash Brothers, and I thought that was kind of sad. So Captain Syrup would be really cool. Okay, I'm kind of skipping around here for a second. Let's go to, let me wrap this one up. This is my third retro wrap, and then I'll come back to this one. My third retro wrap, okay? So Sakurai made, besides making Kirby and the Kid Icarus, you know, reboot and all that stuff, he made another franchise on the NES known as The Adventures of Lolo. And in the game, Lolo would go and look for, you know, seek, the first one at least, as far as I know, he went looking for his kidnapped girlfriend. He then put them in the Kirby games as bosses and in the Right Back At You anime. So I think it'd be a really cool retro pick, as well as a really good tag team pick to see Lolo and Lala. I don't know much about them, what they could do, but I know they throw chess, so they can incorporate that too. So, but I think they're so cool and so innocent looking, and I think that they would make a really cute little, you know, kawaii tag team or whatever. So Lolo and Lala, and the other fun thing in that is they don't have to count as Kirby. They can count as a Lolo and Lala series. So there you go. I just saved the day. No, I didn't. Okay, so here are my... How many more regular guys? Oh, here's the last regular first party, and then we'll go into my third parties. I'm very tired of seeing, you know, guys just like by themselves. I really think that F-Zero deserves more love. I don't want to see Samurai Goro, but I do want to see Black Shadow. Now, here's the thing, okay? You got to hear me out on this. And I know a lot of you are going to go, well, what's he going to do any different from Captain Falcon? And that's just that he could do a lot. First off, he's clearly got some Minotaur bull things going on. He can charge. Second off, he's got his own version of the Falcon Punch. You take that away from Ganondorf. You give Ganondorf his own unique sword moveset, and you give him whatever's left. Or maybe you give him some new moves. You know, I don't see how they can't figure this guy out. He's really cool looking. He's badass. He's another cool villain rep. And F-Zero, damn it, deserves another rep. I think Black Shadow was long overdue to get it. Sorry, that's just my opinion. Now here are my two third-party reps, and that's about all I want left. Now, for me, as a kid, I always wanted to see Mega Man in Smash Brothers, and now that this is happening, I can't believe it. Sonic would be right under him, but Mega Man was the big one for me. And for me, the only thing I would complete this game in terms of third parties would be to have the big four in. You know, Mario, Sonic, Mega Man, and Pac-Man. No secret here, Namco is helping them make Smash Brothers. Now, I know, again, it's weird. A lot of these characters this time around, everybody's debating them and bullshitting, but I don't get it. Look, Pac-Man doesn't have to go in with this Ghostly Adventures look. He can go in with the Pac-Man world, the classic Pac-Man look, have some Pac-Man world moves, maybe take Rollout away from Jigglypuff, who is probably going to show up again anyway, or whatever. Give Wario's Chomp to him, maybe a belly bounce, you know, a roll in place. There's a lot of things you could do. Throw packs. Final Smash turns everyone into Blue Ghost. He turns into classic Pac-Man. There is so much. He's iconic as fuck, people. You could say his games suck, but his games still fucking sell on everything. Classic games, man. It's fucking Pac-Man. I would fucking lose my shit if I saw Pac-Man, Mario, you know, Sonic, Mega Man on the screen together. I think he's a great candidate to show up. Pac is back. Sorry. Okay, and then here's my last one. This is, you know, I like Snake. I like that he was in, but I almost think he fell out of place. And I think that in this game, we need someone that's really going to rep this game well. And if they're going to talk to Konami again, I think there's no greater than Simon Belmont from the Castlevania series. This one came out kind of funny, actually. It looks like a character out of home movies. Simon Belmont, obviously, Castlevania. Big NES series, like Mega Man, you know, that really defined like that Nintendo console. Fights with the whip, fights all kinds of demons and holy water crosses, all kinds of shit. I think he'd be badass if they brought him back as the original one and all the cool little tools and shit like that. I think he'd be really cool to see in this game. So then, that's pretty much my wish list. Here's a drawing I did of a little Godzilla just to prove I can draw. See, I'm just bullshitting you guys the whole time. But, you know, just saying. Those are who I want to see in this game. As far as assist trophies go, you know, King Hippo, a Tetris block would be great, Duck Hunt Dog. I'd love to see a Tetris stage, better Luigi's Mansion stage, a big Dreamland stage. Shit, man, so much you could do. Dr. Mario and Luigi stage, so much stuff. You know, either way, I'm pretty happy so far. And when Little Mac got unveiled, I lost my crap. He was my most wanted first party character. I love the way he looks. He's definitely gonna be one of my mains. I'm so hyped about that. So, in the comments below, will you please do me a kindness? Tell me who you want to see in this game. What do you want as assist trophies, playables, stages, what the fuck ever. Put it in the comments, let me know. And I really appreciate anybody who stuck around and watched this video, dealt with my shitty drawings and my shenanigans. And that's it, guys. Talk to you soon. Peace out.